Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I apply my false lashes. I feel like I didn't really start wearing false eyelashes that much until I started doing my channel. I know that it can be really difficult when you're like a beginner and you haven't worn them before, but I'll say it a million times in this video and I'm going to say it now. Practice, it definitely makes it so much easier. The lashes that I'm wearing today are my more natural kind of lashes. They might be more dramatic to some. It just depends on your eye shape. One thing that I would bear in mind is that lashes might look a certain way on one person, they might look completely different on other people. It's just down to your eye shape. So that's why I've just kind of went out on my own and just tried eyelashes. If you want to find out how I apply my false eyelashes, then please just keep watching. So when it comes to eyelashes, I feel like I haven't really tried that many pairs. Because of my eye shape, I've always found it quite difficult to find eyelashes that really suit it and don't look too heavy and dramatic. But I feel like I've finally found pairs that I absolutely love and I just tend to stick to them. I do want to branch out and try like mink lashes because I think they look so nice on anybody I see wearing them. But for now, I'm happy with what I use. I do really like the Ardell Wispies and Demi Wispies. I think the Demi Wispies are the ones that are slightly shorter. You know, they're definitely easy to work with. They've got a nice thin band and I just all around love them. My favourite, hands down favourite everyday lashes, and the ones that I'll be showing you how I put on today, are the Isla pre-glued 117 lashes. You can get just regular ones that aren't pre-glued. I've shown them before. They're very short, but they're very wispy, and they're a bit longer on the outer corner. So I just absolutely love them. I'm going to show you how I apply these. I've already got some opened. The first thing you do when you take them out of the box is you need to be really careful as to how you take the lashes off the plastic, because obviously they're stuck on there. I'll show you what I mean with my Huda Beauty ones just because I've already opened these ones. When you take your lashes off, you don't want to just grab a corner and pull them because you could tear them or misshape them and they'll be even more difficult to put on your eye. You just want to sort of roll them down with your finger or even your thumb. You just sort of roll them down with your thumb onto the bottom. So what I normally do is just push them all to the bottom and then you just very gently kind of roll them off, and then they do tend to retain their shape a lot better. Then when you get your lashes out the packet, I just grab each corner and just kind of roll them a bit just to kind of make them more flexible, especially if they've got a thicker lash band. With these kind of thin ones, it's not as important. I'm just going to do the same on the other one. So once you've done that, you need to measure them up against your eyes. I'm actually going to zoom you in for this bit. So what you need to do is you need to place the lashes on your eye so that the inner corner of the lashes is where your lashes start. You just kind of lay them on your eye and let them fall. I normally leave a little bit of a gap just because I feel like they're a lot more comfortable if they're not right in the inner corner, because sometimes they can poke you. And all you do is just see if you want to cut any off. So that's perfect. I have actually already cut these because I've worn these before. And just to show you, this is how much I actually took off. So not a lot at all. I just cut that from the outer corner. And if you actually keep all the ends that you cut off, you'll end up with, I keep mine in a little drawer. And if I want a little bit more fullness in certain areas, I can kind of just build them up as if I'm putting individual lashes without having to actually buy individual lashes. And I just think it just adds a little bit of fullness wherever I want. I can really kind of customize my lash to look exactly how I want. So I do keep any that I've cut off, and because I've had different eyelashes before, I've got all kinds of different shapes. Once you've done one eye, you need to repeat the same with the other eye. I wouldn't just cut off the same amount, because if your eyes are slightly different, like shaped or sizes or anything like that, it can differ. So just take each one at a time, and again just pop it right in the inner corner and just measure it up against your eye. So I'm happy with both of them because, as I said, I've already cut them. So when it comes to applying and sticking my lashes on, I never actually use the little free glues that you get with the lashes, except for if it's something like duo. I've got a couple of like mini sizes that I've got through with some lashes, but I really do like this lash glue. I feel like it lasts all night, and I've never had any problems with it. I know that there's so many different brands that you can get. I think Esquido and I'm pretty sure House of Lashes is latex free. I think that the Socialised one is latex free. I really want to try Socialised lashes as well because they're so affordable and they look gorgeous. There's so many different styles, so that'll be the next lashes that I'll probably give a go, I think. But yeah, I do like it. I don't like the smell of it. It definitely does have a weird smell, but once it's on my eyes, I can't smell it. And I've never found myself to have any irritation. This is the clear one with the blue writing. Once your lashes are all ready, there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can pop some glue onto a clean surface to allow it to get tacky and then just kind of roll your lashes in it to get the glue on, or you can put the glue directly onto the lashes. Obviously be very careful because it can just spill out everywhere, but because I want to leave them to dry for a bit, I'm going to put them on now before I actually do anything to my lashes. So I'm just going to put a very thin layer right on the band. So I'm just kind of letting some product come out and then just kind of using the nozzle to very gently put it up the lash. And once you've got a nice thin coat on the lashes, then I always put an extra kind of ball on each corner, because I find if my lashes are going to lift anywhere, it's going to be there. So if you just put a little extra there, keep hold of them with my fingers while I prep my lashes. And it does differ. Sometimes I'll just plop them on. It depends what kind of look I'm going for. But I do find the easiest way to get them to blend is if you curl your eyelashes just a little bit. You don't need to curl them a lot. So just a couple of pulses, and the same on the other eye. I feel like easiest way to get my lashes to be a good base to pop the eyelashes on is to use a mascara which is slightly drying out, because you don't get a very kind of wet layer and it tends to be almost like your lashes are a bit like harder. So the lashes tend to sit on a bit better. So I normally just use whatever mascara is kind of drying out and just pop on a thin layer of mascara, making sure that I'm coating the top as well. It's just somewhere for the eyelashes to stick to. And I tend to find that it dries a lot quicker as well. So you probably can't even tell I've got any mascara on because I've put such a little amount on. I used to always apply my lashes with tweezers, but I always found that where I was holding the eyelashes, when I'd put them on my eyes, they would get stuck to the tweezers. So when I take the tweezers away, it would come with it. I find it so much easier to place them down with my fingers, and then if I need to, I can go in with a pair of tweezers. But I just always find that going in with my fingers first is a lot easier. So all you do is you just grab the lash in the middle, and I've got a mirror right in front of me, and I'm just tilting my head back a bit. So if you grab the lashes kind of the wrong way, so that when you go in, you can just kind of, so your hand is above the eyelashes and you can see exactly what you're doing. And then what I do is I just line up the middle part, get that exactly where I want it, and then very gently pick up the outer corner and place that where I want it, and then the inner corner. And because I've got quite a thick winged liner on, I tend to find that you don't have to be as spot on as you would if you don't have any eyeliner on. You can definitely get away more with it not being exactly like tucked into the inner and outer corner. So after I've done that, I just get some tweezers and just kind of push the lash very gently. And then because it's quite tacky, it's dried already. So then what I do is I just take my finger and just gently push my lashes like that. So while that's drying, I'm going to go onto my other eye, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Pop on some glue. Again, making sure that I pay close attention to the inner and outer corners. I'd probably give it like 30 seconds to dry. That's normally how long I leave it for. And then you'll be ready to apply it. If I do wear false eyelashes for my wedding, these will definitely be an option. They just give your eyes that extra oomph without being too dramatic. You can see the difference it's made on my eyes already. And I feel like I can't get that effect with mascara because my eyelashes are definitely not naturally long enough. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold them upside down. I go to my mirror, tilt my head back slightly. You can even kind of rest your hand on your face if you feel you need to. And just plot down the middle. Do the outer corner. And then do the inner corner. This one definitely went on a lot easier. I just find that this eye is just a lot easier for me to do. So as you can see, the glue's still wet. Just to tidy them up a little bit and hide any sort of glue that's poking out, or sometimes I tend to find it looks a little bit shiny, and because my eyeliner is very matte, it will be like a sign that you've got false eyelashes on. So I take a little bit of black eyeshadow on a angled brush, just a little bit. And all I do is just press the eyeshadow onto the band. And just instantly, it just hides any gaps. So you can see the difference while the glue's still drying. And because the glue does dry down clear, I feel like it's a lot better. If the glue dried down black, I'd be worried that I'd end up with like black all over my eye where I accidentally put them in the wrong place or something like that. So I feel like going with clear is your best bet. When it comes to taking off my eyelashes, I take some eye makeup remover and put it on like a cotton bud. And I just really gently rub the cotton bud on my eye, and it just melts the glue off, and I can just really gently peel it off. The other thing that is good about that is then the glue is kind of melted, so you can just peel it off the lashes and you'll get a lot more uses out of them. So that is my kind of trick, is to reusing lashes again and again, and it's always worked. I get a lot of uses out of these, considering, you know, unless they're kind of mink lashes, you tend to only get 1 or 2 uses out of them. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. I feel like, again, it's just down to practice. It's the same thing that I said in my eyeliner video. You'll find a technique that does suit you. If you don't feel like you can do it with your hands, do it with some tweezers. You can actually get lash applicators, which to me, they look kind of scary, but to anyone else, they might actually be really useful. So definitely give them a go if you think you need them. If you didn't know as well, I'm currently doing my weight loss progress kind of meals on Snapchat. So my Snapchat name will be in the description box, and I'll also put it here. And I'll be more active on all my other social medias as well. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.